everybody, welcome to your reading. We're going to get the message from this book today for the 2nd of May 2026, you guys. So let's have a look. 2nd of May. What do we have? Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct. That's Eleanor Roosevelt. Fantastic women, independent women. Most of us want to be happy. We just don't know how. We aren't sure what happiness is. We've learned the hard way that some things we wanted didn't make us happy. We're learning that happiness comes when we live the way our higher power wants us to live. That's when we're honest, when we do our best work, when we're a true friend. We make happiness. We don't find it. Sometimes we don't even know we're happy. We're too busy with our work, our recovery program, our friends and family. We need to slow down and know that when we do what we need to, happiness comes. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me know that I'm most happy when I listen to you and do your will. You know better than I do what will make me happy. What parts of the program am I most happy about? Today I'll think of these and enjoy myself. Gorgeous. I've noticed those flowers before. So guys, let's tap into spirit and see what guidance they have for us today in our sobriety journeys and our spiritual journeys. Let's see, we've got the, what's this called, this deck? Beautiful Creatures Tarot. So it's the biggest tarot deck I own. The cards are big. And we'll have to call it Spirit. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please oversee this act of divination. Bring us messages through of love, light, clarity, hope and wisdom for this collective today. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Only for their highest good and the highest good of all. One more shuffle. I'll try and do one of these. So difficult. My hands are giant, so at least there's that for these giant cards. Put the imagery on them. There's always loads of messages, so do look at the images on the cards, and you guys using your own intuition will get guidance as well. Your own unique messages. So have a look. And let's just tap in. Holy Spirit, show us clearly, what does this collective need to know today? Let's start off your present situation, you guys. What is going on with your current situation? Ugh, cards are reluctant. They're reluctant, but yet there's some popping out. So yeah, I feel a kind of a comfort in your energies already. This is lovely. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, that's a terrible, terribly shadowy looking card. Look at the grey, like is it speaker, one of those filters on it, like that old fashioned biohazard mask on the girl as well. 5 of Pentacles talks about feeling left out in the cold. It's a card of lack, but also that you've had so much lack that needs to change. With number 5 on the card, this is a card of enough is enough. It's time to come away from this feeling of not having enough. And then we have the Empress. This is a card of Taurus, may or may not be significant. And it says creativity. The Empress card is male or female, just a motherly sort of presence, you know, that nurture in your group or whatever, that they have that mammy kind of quality about them, male or female, it doesn't matter, just that they nurture people, they kind of give you that feeling of love and home. She's the queen of all the queens as well, so there's a lot in there, very independent and very magnetic. You know, she doesn't have to go and do things or ask people for things. People just are magnetically drawn to her, and she just gets provided for, you know, that kind of magnetism. 6 of Wands then, and what you need to focus on is a victory, guys. This is very positive. Victory. It says it on the card. In the recent past, we have Temperance, which is a card of Sagittarius. says moderation, which we like to see in sobriety. We like to see things about moderation and tempering maybe your actual temper, trying to balance it out, and also trying to blend maybe your energy with someone else's. That's what the temperance cards talks about as well, mixing two energies together to get something else. Wow, and your supportive energy or your influence here is the Ten of Pentacles, which on this card says legacy. Yeah, this is like feeling part of a group, feeling very independent, that you've created your own wealth. And your wealth can mean anything in the real world here. Pentacles energy talks about earthly things, your material world. It can mean community, it can mean a home, it can mean a business, it can mean pentacles, like as in money as well, of course. But anyway, we'll come back around after I get your initial spread here. We'll come back around and get clarifiers for you guys so that we can see what is going on with this energy of yours. And the future energy here, what's coming towards you, is the Star card. This is a beautiful card of hope, of healing, wishing upon a star. It's a card of Aquarius. That may or may not mean anything to you, but having hope and healing, and that's what we're all about in recovery. And also that now we can wish upon a star for things that we never thought we could have, So that is gorgeous energy connecting with us today. What do we have in our guidance from Spirit? What's in the guidance from Spirit, you guys? Whoop, the Sun. You're getting some of the best cards today. This is amazing. The Sun, the happiest, most joyous card in the deck. It says clarity because the sun illuminates things, shines a light on things, brings clarity in. We always love that. And the energy surrounding you at the moment is a Page of Cups, and it says inventiveness. So again, it's kind of leaning back into this creativity thing. Something that's innovative, I'm thinking, is coming through here. And usually the Page of Cups is a messenger coming in with a message of connection, love, forgiveness, apologies. I don't know. We'll find out. So what's in your hopes or fears, guys? What do we have here, Spirit, for their hopes or fears? Oh, Hierophant. I love this card again. This is a card of Hierophant. Yeah, this is a card of being a spiritual leader. It's usually like a pope or something in the middle here. It's a card of marriage. It says morals on it. It's a card of Taurus. It might mean something to someone. This Sun card, by the way, is a card of Leo. And it talks about that, very strong and powerful, lots of power. And also, it talks about, I think we'll come back to it though when we get our clarifier. But the Hierophant, yeah, again, card number 5 in the Major Arcana, another card of change. Can be a marriage card, as in some spiritual leader, like a priest or somebody, bringing two people together. It's like being blessed as well, has come through there from Spirit. Like you're so backed up by the universe. You can see those two people behind her there. They're like her disciples, but she feels supported that she's passing on her gift, as in this instrument she can play. She's teaching them how to play that instrument, and those people worship her. So you might be in a position of leadership, of teaching somebody something. It can be a sponsor idea as well. In recovery we can get into sponsorship ourselves, or taking on a sponsor to help us. So that's gorgeous. 3 of Cups is in your potential outcome, which is a card of celebration. Getting with the people that understand you and doing stuff that fills your cup of emotion, makes you feel really good. And there we have it. At the back of the deck is the Devil card. This is a card of Capricorn. And of course it's talking about our dependencies. Like, it's not just about our addictions in this card, but of course they have to be mentioned. Temptation comes through with this. They call it the habit card in this deck. And the fact that the habits that we have can actually be damaging towards us. These two creatures here have both been blinded by what, it's like that illusion. of contentedness you can get from taking substances, drink, from eating too much, from poor behaviour on your part, hanging out with people who are bad influences, you know, eating too much is definitely coming through. And it's that thing of, you know, even poor self-care and fitness kind of stuff is coming in there, or poor behaviours in general. And we all know what our poor behaviours are that we need to break. If anything happens in recovery, it's a light, shining a light on that sun, bringing clarity on it, is very much in the energy here. But the healing, that's where the healing comes in. Yeah, so we've a lot going on here, guys. We're going to keep on going with this deck, I think, to clarify. Yeah. So Spirit, let's see, 5 of Pentacles and the Empress is in your current energy, collective. Let's see what Spirit got to say about that. This card wants to stay with us. Wow, I love this card. This deck, they've got some extras, and this is the paranormal curiosity, it says on it. And the paranormal here is kind of obvious. It's talking about tapping into Spirit, trying to tune into yourself to find direction. These people here have a crystal ball, and again it's about spiritual leadership here as well. She looks the elder of these two, and they are almost learning from her, you know, but she's got the wisdom here, and that's you guys, that you're getting insights. It's almost like the Hermit card. She's following this light as her guide, which is the light within her heart and in her soul. So maybe that's, you know, your own introspection and curiosity is what's bringing you to discover what makes you have this poverty mindset, and what it is that needs to change. Like, there's things here, it's always an illusion when you see the 5s as well. There's something you've been convincing yourself that you don't have enough of, and you're feeling left out and feeling not included in things. And this Empress is such, you know, it's so opposite to this. It's really shady and shadowy, even the image, right? And she's feeling really worn out and left out in the cold. I'm just looking at the image. There's so much in that image. There's usually a key hidden on the images in the 5 of Pentacles, and it's right beside you, but you can't see it. But I cannot see it there at all. Comment below if you find it. I don't know, guys. What is that? Other than she's protecting herself with her mask. You know, that's probably the thing. You know how to survive in the worst conditions, guys, has come through there. And you do have your bag of tricks. You're not without anything, you know, or it looks really barren and kind of vultures are picking the skulls for their pickings. But this person is clothed. She's got wings as well, look. She can fly away. But she has breathing apparatus, so she doesn't have to breathe in this area surrounding her. So it could be something in your environment at the moment. If you look, it's kind of smoggy looking and greyish. I hate that word greyish, but I think I love it sometimes because, you know. But she's got a bag of tricks, and this is you. You have tools in your toolkit. You also have somehow a survival mechanism here. With that mask, it's telling me that you have the resources where you think you've none. You actually have one of them pinned to your face so that you can breathe this air independent of these people out here. And it's that thing of breathing pure air to keep yourself alive while there's death and decay surrounding you. Very grim image. Ugh. But anyway, this Empress energy, completely the opposite. She's dressed in green and gold, which is the card of sovereign, the colours of sovereignty, and this red and gold is really spitting that at us too, you know. But the Empress is very intuitive, and I think that's what this is about with your paranormal card, is like using your own internal compass, your own tools within. You have the resources to see in your heart and soul what is it you need to do to move from here to there. We all want to be an Empress, Queen of all queens, the King of all kings, whichever, male or female, always, as always. And they also might be something here. There's a couple of musical instruments have turned up in your reading just now. Is that a bugle or a trumpet? I'm not sure. I think it's a bugle without the little keys on it. And I don't know what they call that thing over there. Comment below if you know what that's called. But yeah, some of you might be finding your serenity and your actual, a meditative practice in practicing some music, playing instruments. Definitely your music people, though. I think maybe even listening to music might be something that you find healing and find reconnects your soul with yourself again. Page of Pentacles, though, at the back of the deck at this point, it says reliability. Page of Pentacles is usually, somebody comes towards you. When it's a page, it's a message about something. Can be a download, or can be just somebody. Even an earth energy, it doesn't have to be, though, an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have that a couple of times. Taurus is over there. But yeah, just that when you're doing something in Pentacles energy, you're doing something in the 3D. So this is like a plan that you want to execute. Reliability, though, it's something solid, something that gives you a feeling of grounding, of foundation. Pentacles are about the earth, your earthly material world. So something that maybe you're going on a quest to build something. Could be a new business, a new home, a new sanctuary within your home, anything at all. New community even. 6 of Wands says victory on it, and it is the card of victory. It's about public recognition. It's about, standing proud because of your achievements. And there she is. Page of Pentacles back again, and the Magician here at the back of the deck. This is marvellous. This Magician card is, another fire energy, and it talks about you having all the tools within. As above, so below. You can manifest anything. It's the Master Manifestor card. There's stuff that you have within, and I think it could be handed down from your predecessors, your ancestors, passed on loved ones here. And I think you know what some of those are. Some of you might be doing spell casting, might be writing a book, learning something in that, in that realm of spiritual sort of stuff. Inner skills, though, you have inner skills here, and that's something you need to focus on. What are those skills? Like I said, with that bag of tricks there, you're having tools and skills here that you can utilise if you're facing a challenge. So 6 of Wands, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. You're going to come to a place in this is what you need to focus on, right? You need to focus on winning regarding something, a plan that you have, that you want to build in your reality. It can be a business of any kind. It's something that will be reliable, that'll make you feel secure and stable, and it's using your inner skills that you can do this, and you will be victorious in your quest. This is so marvellous. Look at the intensity of these flowers and the colours in this card. Yeah, it's really, you shining your light. And people recognising this feeling of groundedness within you, that you feel secure, that you feel stable, but you'll feel it so much within yourself. And this will be something you create. This is so fantastic, because it is, again, back to the creativity card at the start. So Temperance, as we said, was moderation. What's this in the recent past, please, Spirit? What was going on with this moderation card? Let's have a look. Temperance. Habit. Here we go. And this is the thing. Look at that. 7 of Wands, bravery. And it is. You have to be brave. You have to keep these outside interferences away from you. To focus on your heart. Like she is holding your heart there. And this is very key. There's a misty kind of an eyed look about this creature here, where the others sort of have their, their pigmentation in their eye colour, the iris. So this is, when you have 7 of Wands energy, you have to be brave and stick up for yourself. You have to protect your peace. She's holding on to her chest there. It's almost like to protect herself. That thing that you get, clutching your pearls, just came through there from Spirit. But just to protect yourself from outside energies draining you. And these look like they're not even real. Fish. And butterflies, look, they've got appendages that are like butterflies. And as we know, butterflies don't survive underwater where the fish survive, and vice versa. So something about an illusion of having to defend yourself and be brave in the recent past. So you guys will know what that means. So place the energies where they fit you. Not every message will resonate, but you know, if you're here, just definitely messages here for you. So this is so funny. We've got 14 and 15, and it is this thing, moderation. It's about balancing things out here in the recent past. You facing your demons, we'll say, with that devil card. And the habit, as they call it in this, which is so apt for us in addiction recovery, you know. How have we damaged ourselves? And what can we do to balance out this overindulgences that we have and the temptations we have every day? It can be green buns, guys. It can be too much laziness, you know, too much feeding that bad jug that gives you instant gratification. It can, of course, be your addictions, you know, drugs, gambling, alcohol, whatever it is for you. But it's that thing that you know, look at her face, she knows, doesn't she? Temperance card, look at that face. She's very intelligent looking. She looks like she knows exactly what she's doing, but she's kind of given those thrown up in the heavens eyes, like, give me a break, you know, I know what I'm doing. She's a bit too self-righteous looking. And then this is what she looks like in the morning, you know. We all know that feeling after a binge. And that's in the past. I don't know, can be the recent past for some of you. This is supposed to be the position of the recent past, but always it's timeless readings, and they can be talking about any time. You know, you might be here now in this timeline, or you could be here. So you've got to shift the energy where it fits you. You will fit into one of these categories, past, present, or future, or this outside energy lark over here. So yeah, being brave. When these influences or illusions of, you know, this is the other thing. These look like creatures, but when you look at them closely, they're like a hybrid. That's an impossible hybrid. Butterfly mixed with a bloody fish, a goldfish. I mean, come on. And her eyes are glazed over there. She's got that foggy look in her eyes. And it's like you're not seeing clearly. So not to be deceived by things that seem to be a quick fix or a quick instant gratification. And we're so aware of these things when they come up. But sometimes we don't know as well. Oh my God, I remember when I quit drinking and I said, okay, I'll just start taking drugs. And that was the best thing I ever decided, because guess what? I ended up on a suicide mission in the local A&E, and they wouldn't admit me and they wouldn't let me go home, and I just thought, you guys all working against me. Anyway, that's a story for another day. 10 of Pentacles, clarified by the 8 of Wands. This is marvellous support, and this is in your influence here on your current situation. So 10 of Pentacles, it says legacy, but the 10 of Pentacles to me is the happy home, happy work, happy life, your happy families card, you know. It's a card of marriage sometimes as well, but it talks about this sort of independent energy, that you have everything within you. In your material world, there's nothing that you don't have. Now, you might say to yourself, Jesus, I'd love a holiday, I'd love all of these things, but the fact is that you have the things that you need to keep yourself alive, and content, for sure, at the worst, okay? At the worst, I'm saying you're content. You have people around you, good, bad, and indifferent. They all look like they have different interests other than you, but they're there. You know, you got, this is a counter blessings card. Because of the imagery, I'm saying that. Look, some of them just don't even care. They're taking their socks off. It's like, holy cow. There's another one arrives and they've got a deer and a raccoon. Bit of a pain in the arse. Also very self-righteous looking. These might be people in your life. You have this other one that's like, oh my God, nobody loves me and I think I'm a dragon. Because I have purple eyes and nobody cares. And this other person then is kind of like needs somebody else's hand told, but they can never find it, so they hold their own, and they've got the glazed over eyes, and nobody in this image is looking at you, and you're like, what a shower of fucking excuse me, Egypt. And I hope I don't get slapped on the hand for that from YouTube, but you know what I'm trying to say. This one looks like really put together, very made up. Everybody else looks like they're kind of only half making it. So that's another thing coming through with this card, and I know I'm going on and on, but I think it's important. Someone needs to hear this. is that whatever you've perceived as your people around you having themselves, so well put together, it's actually they're looking at you like you're so well put together, and they're feeling in lack, where you're looking to them like this glowing angel who looks absolutely perfect. So have a think about that. That was for somebody. Yeah, they're all looking like not quite so all there, if you want. I don't mean to be mean, like I'm having to go with your clan, your group, your family or anything, but just somebody needs that. Okay. Spinning a yarn just came through there, because look at what's in the background. It's one of those loom wheels, or what do you call them, for turning sheep's wool into wool for knitting and whatnot, or thread. That's hilarious, guys. Oh my god. And the 8 of Wands here with that, like, this is messages arriving and messages coming through to you. Lots of communication. Might be, that you're, and it also talks, 8 of Wands talks about a lot of activity, a lot of energy coming towards you, a lot of stuff, happening all at one go. And the other thing that this card represents is very fast movement. So things that are happening at the minute of moving from, we'll say, 5 of Pentacles into the Empress energy. This is coming fast. That's what I'm getting there. And you have this base foundation where you feel secure and stable already, This is marvellous. 2 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. It says flexibility. And this girl here, she looks so amazing. It's almost opposite colour scheme. You think the green should be on the earth and the red should be in the sky with the sun. But look at, it's so much going on in this thing. Number 12 might mean something to someone. Just spotted it there on the clock. There's loads of hidden stuff here, so have a wee look at this if you have to pause it. She's gorgeous though. She seems to be made up of some kind of shells or bones in her skirt. And then the top of her is human, so this is almost like a hybrid person. Like she's half shellfish, half human. I just don't know. These are the craziest cards, but I love them so much. A lot of clocks around here, so balancing your time. 2 Pentacles talks about flexibility. It talks about balance. It talks about weighing things up as well. What's going on in your spiritual world versus your real world. Like, this could be the earth and your work. Could be your home and work. It could be your work-life balance. All of that kind of stuff is coming through here. But it's about balancing yourself and being balanced enough to challenge this stuff here in the centre. So we're going to move on to do the Star card in the near future. What is this Star card? It says hope on it, and I love to see this card. Hope, healing and wishes. Following your wandering star, you guys. Here we go. And the Judgment card, opportunity. No, 3 of Swords, disappointment. This talks about heartache. But guys, you've repaired yourselves so much. Look at her with her black wings and her really individual looking, that's almost like she had golden hair, and then all of these tragedies, they could be the disappointments, put those black streaks. The way sometimes in those funny mystical films and things you see people that have been cursed and stuff, and they get like a blonde streak, almost like Amy Winehouse just came through there. But who else? Imelda May. Yeah, do you know that singer? But this says disappointments, so it is disappointments, heartaches and heartbreak. In the near future, we've got to start with the Judgment card. These are 2 major arcanas. Straight off the bat, you're going through something that's a big deal. Recent past has been a big deal with those 2 majors, Temperance and the Habit. And as I said, it can be anywhere in your past. Like, obviously, coming into recovery, this is exactly what it starts with, isn't it? Looking at where you're not doing things in right quantity and stuff is really out of control. And then coming into this sort of acceptance and integration kind of a place. And then looking forward to hope and healing. And starting to wish again and dream again. And I love it. And then Judgment appears, and it's like a wake-up call is the Judgment card, right? It says opportunity. This is like opportunity knocks, has just been transmitted there, channeled that. She's got what looks like a paintbrush, and there's blue butterflies on it, and this is transformation. with all these wings. She's got the wings on her back, and she also has the creatures around her. You're so supported, you guys. I mean to say, it's like this star is like a light that you didn't know was there, and you see it, and it gives you hope, okay? And maybe you had to get a wake-up call, or you'll have to get a wake-up call to show you this opportunity, and that'll be the light in the sky you didn't know existed, you know? Like that conceptual light at the end of the tunnel thing we talk about. But yeah, these are quite powerful cards. Your near future is quite transformative. You're going from hope to starting an opportunity, quite literally. It's such a jump. 17 to 20 in the majors is a big leap. And the Three of Swords is almost the 3 that's missing, and that this is the reason for previous heartaches that you've had, previous disappointments, for people, places, things that have let you down, people, places and things that you have let down, to places where you let yourself down. You know, these scars that you have here from the past, now you're wearing them as a badge of honour, just came through there, and I think that this is really it, and they are made of solid gold, you know. If we take those as being things that your scars are now golden, and that these are your badges of honour, and within that there's going to be so much growth, there's such potential for transformation, you know. I hope that makes sense. I think we have further messages to uncover though, to make it a little more clear, so we'll keep going. The Sun card here in your guidance from Spirit, this is beautiful. I love this. And Leo, it's the card of Leo, and Leo is the sign of strength, you know. It's also the strength card. Sun is fire sign energy rather than strictly Leo. I think the strength card is Leo rather, but that's the thing with this golden light, and you know, shining the light on things. So let's see, what do we have here, Spirit, to clarify this Sun card? Can we clarify the Sun card for this collective, please? And thank you. And another thing I learned this morning, I'll have to mention it. I was at a meeting this morning, and I just came up with such a feeling of hope, like this, you know, and like an awakening thing. And that's the Judgment card too. In the Rider-Waite, there's trumpets blowing, and people are rising from the dead. So it's this reconciliation, reawakening, reignition of your fire, all of that kind of stuff, like. And that's how I feel today since that meeting. Before that I was like this, 5 of Cups, regrets, disappointments again, you know. Where's that disappointment card gone to? Poverty. Oh, it was under the deck, was it? Okay, yes. So let's go. 5 of Cups. This is a lack mindset card again. Like the 5 of Pentacles, 5s are generally like coming to a realisation that you don't have enough, or you don't feel enough. Coming to a realisation that you don't feel like you have enough love to give. Your own cup will run empty, as they say. In the Rider-Waite, it says regrets here, look. In the Rider-Waite, the original tarot, it's got an image of somebody focused on 3 cups spilt over, where they may be invested emotionally on 3 things that they regret. Didn't work out, disappointment again. And then behind them is these perfectly, you know, filled, beautiful 2 cups that they can begin again with, or, you know, that's a great starting point. So glass half empty, glass half full sort of is the message there. And this is the guidance from Spirit. Start flipping that egg timer in your own heart and soul, and say to yourself, yeah, but I got these 2 lessons from those 3 heartaches or regrets or whatever that is to you. This is gorgeous, and I love it. And I love that there's loads of blue in this, because that blue is gorgeous. Blue is metallic and so on. And we've got loads of blue butterflies following us around, you know, in this imagery. And that blue is about speaking your truth, sticking up for yourself, not being afraid to talk, speak out, you know. And then when I'm just talking about blue, there's one of those guys, Avatar, just came to mind. And yeah, it's like that film, The Blue Beings. but they speak the truth. It's like those people couldn't tell lies. They didn't know how to deceive. They were so true. And there's that gorgeous, that, what is it called? Iridescent blue on a peacock's chest, as well as shining through here. So the Sun card, clarified by the Ace of Wands. This is what your guidance from Spirit is, to stand in your own light here. Thank you, Spirit. Play that guitar of yours, sing your own song is coming through as well. Thank you, Spirit. You've got to wear this crown, it's yours. People miss you. I'm starting to get upset. I can feel your heartache, guys. You can see this character, she has the same plumage as that peacock. And that peacock isn't even standing in full flurry, the big things to do, but there's such comfort within them. They're so confident, and comforted by themselves. You need to take comfort in all you've accomplished so far. And it really is showing me strength that you have all these tools and loads of hands for, to handle everything. It's gorgeous, this image. It's a huge amount of messages there, though. This green is really screaming of the heart chakra, and then the blue being is like you've been absolutely shining in your own light, and the world shining back down upon you, blessing you with tons of love and tons of sunshine and tons of joy, and you're beaming from the inside out as a result. And just as I say that, this is a beaming light here in the centre of this image of this pumpkin shell, which looks really withered and deteriorated, but look what's inside it, an absolute pearl in the dirt. And that's just so beautiful. The Ace of Wands here speaks to, it says energy, but an Ace of Wands is like a realisation, like this jewel of knowledge has occurred to you, and you've got this brilliant spark of it, inspiration, something you want to go for. So your guidance from Spirit is to stay standing in the sun, shining your own unique lights, playing your own tune and goddamn dancing to it. Have so much fun that you're going to explode from the inside out. And that's the thing. There's going to be an inspirational moment. An Ace of Wands moment is something really precious, like this new baby. And it's something you're going to want to look after. And the whole world, like your ancestors again, are coming through there. Where those skulls gone to? I can't even see them now. But you've got so many sunshine cards here, of course. Skeletons. Yeah, I know it must have been under the deck at one point. But that's the thing. The guidance from Spirit is stand inside your sun, play your own tune, dance to the beat of your own drum here. And with that, really getting in touch with that childhood, joy and laughter. The childish joy and laughter is going to bring about this inspired idea of something, actually I do have 2 cups of love here, and I have gotten 2 very good lessons from previous heartaches or regrets. This is it. It's like they are gifts, and this is a gift, as you know, every time a new baby is going to be born. It's a gift from the gods, they say. Or the storks, depending on what you believe in. So comment below, you guys, if any of this resonates with any of you. I know there'll be messages here for all of you that have tuned in today, and I hope that this messages get to other people outside of the ones that are tuning in today. I really need to encourage you to share this content, because there is so much hope and healing in this space. I started this channel because I was guided to by Spirit to bring forward messages of hope. I've not found anything else like it on YouTube, and I'm getting so much healing from it, and I'm hoping that you guys feel it too, that you get the healing that I want to pass on to you. It is that thing in sobriety as well. You cannot keep what you're not willing to give. I always get things arseways. Hold on now. In order to keep it, you must give it away. Thanks be to God. Okay, so I had the Page of Cups here, which said inventiveness, having your own spin on something. Could be somebody coming towards you with an offer of connection, something unique, somebody just like you, and it can be love, business, or just platonic, a friendship or anything. And the 8 of Swords is the imprisonment of the mind, And this is gas. This Eight of Swords card has come up in nearly every tarot reading I've done this week, and I think it's something to do with this new moon energy, that there's a transformation required of us all to come out of this prison of the mind, because that's what the Eight of Swords represents. It says imprisonment here. And say this is you in here, right? Stegosaurus, or whatever he's called. Comment below. The Land Before Time comes in there as well with that. I don't know, do you know that cartoon movie thing, kids film? Petrie, I think, was the name of one of the characters. Sorry. I just remember when my daughter was young,